Here we are, Ambiente 2019, again in Hall 8.0 with...
Sonja from Morgen Interiors.
Sonja from Morgen Interiors. Where are we? I mean, I've been to this place several times in the last few years, and I've never experienced this before. Can you tell me where we are and why am I sitting almost 1.5 meters above the ground?
Yeah, we are in Hotel Flamingo, and you're sitting on a bed because we thought fairs are very exhausting and stressful. So, yeah, we created some beds for it.
Cool. And I mean, the concept is relatively clear after you just explained it briefly. Is it being used in the way that you expected? And what was the idea? How did you? I mean, you said exhausted, yes, but is it being used in the way you expected?
The woman from the Café told me that a guy slept for 2 hours yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, really.
It wasn't me. I mean, I was tired yesterday. If I had known this was here, it probably would have been me. But 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Very cool. So obviously the concept's right. The need is there. And why don't we jump down? We're going to look at some of the other stuff around, but I think it'd be great to hear more about yourself and, again, how this concept was brought to life. So what we'll do is we'll jump down first. Otherwise, 2 seconds. And I survived. So when I look around here, I see Hotel Flamingo sign. I think it would be great to hear about the story behind the materials, over the choice of light you chose, the materials, the look, the feel. What was the design intent behind it?
So we used untreated materials and a lot of plants to show the connection with nature. I think for 2019 it's very important to have a connection on the inside with nature, a lot of plants, a lot of wood and untreated materials. In contrast to that is,
pink.
The pink carpet and the tape and And
are you a fan of flamingos, or is it just is it the latest trend, or what's the story with the flamingos?
I think it's fun, isn't it?
It is. Everyone loves flamingos.
I love flamingos.
Very cool. Now, if I look at the stand, I listen to you talk about natural materials, about people want to feel homely, plants growing. Can you say a little bit about your agency and what you guys do and your thoughts on design and materials a bit more?
Yeah, we are Morgen Interiors. We are in Frankfurt, in the east end of Frankfurt. And we are a mix between architecture, design, event. Yeah, and we do a lot. We have our own manufacturer where we build a lot of things, and we have an own design collection. So we are more like a brand, I think so.
Okay. So when I look here through, we've got big outdoor lights. We've got a lot of sort of Danish furniture. You feel at home around here, yes?
Yeah, I feel at home because it's this is a retail partner of us, and we really love Danish design. We also have Italian brands like Moroso or stuff like this, but we really love Danish design.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Danish design, and for people watching, it's always interesting. Sort of, not everyone knows what Danish design really means. I mean, what does Danish design? Not just the materials. What does the Danish design? What was the first thing you'd tell a stranger who knows nothing about Danish design?
I think it's a mix. It's on one side it's minimalistic, but on the other side it's hygge, right? It's the comfy, cozy stuff, and the mix between these two things are very important, and I think people love those mixes.
That's true. I mean, to feeling good and feeling homely, I think I saw these guys making a juice before. Feeling healthy and happy and emotionally stable. Your body also needs vitamins and minerals. So maybe we'll see if these guys got any juice for us. What do you think? Hello, team. How are you this morning? Bright and sparky. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I would love a juice. So what have you put in there?
There. It's a secret. It's a secret. Carrots, ginger, orange, and what else? Yeah, that's all I think. An apple, of course.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. You've made me very, very thirsty now. So I'd love energy on this. It's day 2, so we've got a few days to go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Well, there we go. So looking after your body and mind. When you speak about the materials, I get a feeling you've got an emotional connection to that story. How does your everyday look like, and what do you do in your home?
I'm very colorful in my home, so I think Morgen is very colorful too. We prefer to put some color on the walls, and that's we are a colorful company.
And what do you do in your own 4 walls? What does an everyday of Sonja look like?
Oh, Yeah, I love the hygge style, but in combination with dark colors, with dark blue, dark green. I really love that. And to have a Berber carpet.
Berber?
Yeah, the fluffy...
The big hairy ones.
The hairy ones, yeah. I really love that.
Okay. Now, if I think of the different areas in the home, I mean, how do you, I mean, you obviously got to do with interiors, you create styles and looks and feels for people's homes. Is there a difference between indoor, outdoor, the concepts of a space in a home? Or how do you guys work with clients, and what do you guys do when it comes to working out what those people want and what they should put in those spaces?
I think it's indoor. Outdoor is coming more to the indoor, like to have plants inside, to have like the bamboo, like we see at Brüssel, Copenhagen. We have the bamboo hangers. You can put this outside, but you also can put it inside. So it's very nice to have.
I've not been here yet, so this is actually quite. And what was the brand? It's called Brüssel, Copenhagen. Okay.
Yeah, and. You see the plants, you see everything it's very, it could be outside.
And to the materials, I mean, if I look around, we've got bamboo, we've got ceramics.
And we have like, I just saw this table, I really love it because it looks so outdoor, but you can also put it indoor, like to have it in combination.
What material is that?
I think it's... what's the name of beton?
Concrete.
Concrete. So
this guy's sitting here doing his work. Sorry to interrupt you, sir. So we'll continue through. What else have we got here? So you have spoken about yourself, what you do. Have you?
It's very important this season. Yeah.
Have you seen anything at the Ambiente 2019 that surprised you, or something you've fallen in love with?
I fall in love with the natural materials, with the lights like this or the bamboo stuff, and I think it's a very great theme for 2019.
And when we've obviously seen a lot of Dutch, a lot of natural materials around here, has that also got something to do? Is that a trend that's getting more or less when you think about where the Ambiente was a few years ago and where we're going now? Have you seen more of something this year? You would think that's becoming a big trend?
I think it is a big trend. It is now a big trend, and it will be a big trend for 2020, I think so.
Why is that?
Because it's like, it feels more close to nature. Yeah, to make it, we are so, we have tiny spaces in the cities, and we live in tiny spaces, and it's very important to bring nature inside, and that's why it will stay, I think so.
Well, I actually met Holly Becker here a few times, and she also speaks about if you put something in your home, it needs to tell a story about you or about something you love. Or do you agree with that sort of mentality of putting things in your home that gives you a chance to tell a story or project something into a space about yourself?
Yeah, I think it's very personal, and that makes it so unique for everyone. Yeah.
I mean, this table makes me want to just sit down and drink a bottle of champagne with you. So, I really appreciate your time. I know you've got to go, so thank you very much for your time. I'm going to head on down this way a bit and see what else I can find. But it's been great to meet you. And
have a nice day.
Cheers. Take care. Bye. So there we go, Sonja, Flamingo Hotel. If you're looking for a moment to take a rest, I know if I had have known that was there yesterday about 2 o'clock, I would have come by and had a bit of a half an hour nap. So come down and check it out, Hall 8.0. Lots of contrast here. I think you've got some loud areas, you've got some quiet areas, and you've got a place to have a rest. Have a good day. We'll see you later on. Bye.